Alright, now for part 3 of the video. I'm sorry about that. I had to cut the video. Anyways, I was on full. Okay, the next fatal flaw that we have is glutton. Glutton is kind of cool. They're always hungry. But it can be pretty bad too because it takes more time to complete your quest steps, and that can be dangerous. If you take too long to complete a quest step, you will find your sim in the stocks. Then you have the guild enemy. Guild enemy sims, they do not go to the village shop. They go to a special shop. And tend to pay more at the village shop. Then you've got hubris. When they do things really good and successful, they get a debuff for becoming blinded by their own hubris, as the game puts it. And you have the insecure sims. Insecure sims, they get nervous and depressed, especially if they have a bad social experience. Then you've got Insomniacs. Insomniacs don't like to sleep. In fact, when they do fall asleep, sometimes they wake up and their energy bar is really low still. Then you have I don't know how to pronounce the word. I think it's like licentious. They're the Sims that want to woohoo a lot. If you know nothing about Sims or Sims medieval terms, woohooing is basically having sex, and that's what they want to do. Although you don't to get rid of the debuff dry spell that they get, you don't have to necessarily have them woohoo or per se have sex, but you can have them kiss. Kissing will make it go away. Then you've got the misanthrope sims. They don't like other sims. That's basically it. The morose sims, they don't really like to be in a good mood. That's the only way to put it right there. And you have the puny sims. I would recommend never giving that to a knight or a spy or a blacksmith, because they need to, technically speaking, they need to be strong so they can, do their jobs effectively. Then you've got the uncouth sims. They are the ones that, I guess you could say, they have Tourette's. They like to randomly say things that they probably shouldn't say. You have an option to have them say something. You'll see the little icon over some of the things if you have an uncouth sim that, is something that they would say technically. And you have the weak constitution sims. They're always throwing up. They're always, after they eat or drink, they'll throw up. It never fails. So now that we've went over the traits, I'm going to go ahead and keep the 3 that I had chosen for her, and then we're going to go through the hair. I'll show you each of the different hairstyles. And you'll notice underneath the hair colors there's a folder that shows that shows colors that I've created. But we'll go over that in a sec. So I'll also, I like that one. That's all the hairstyles without hats. Now let me show you the ones with hats. You've got that one. Some of them I have because of the Pirates and Nobles expansion, plus doing certain things in the game allowed me to unlock them, like that one right there. That one's from the Pirates and Nobles expansion. You'll see the little sword icon over the one that I have. Well, you can't really. It's the third one down. Third row, second one over, the one in the middle. This hairstyle I really love. That's probably my favorite and most used for my monarchs. And then we'll go over the hair colors, even the ones that I have. And it's really easy to change the color. Like you just click on the little paintbrush down on the bottom, and then you can choose, or you can go into here and choose and make the hair any color. That right there does work somewhat similar in if you find one that you like, you can click the little it says save color preset on the bottom. But some of the different hair colors that I have. Alright, so went through the hair with and without hats and the hair colors. Now we'll go through the different eyebrows. Which, I wish they gave more options in regards of eyebrows, though. Because there's not many options there. Alright, so we got the hair taken care of. Now let's take a look at the looks. You've got the head and ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and then of course the makeup. So I'll go through the head and ears first. And you can see her face changing, her head changing. Since with the way her hairstyle is, you can't really see how the ears are changing. And then the different eyes, and you'll notice that I have a lot of different custom presets on the eyes. Changing that color is the same as you would if you were doing the hair, so I already explained all that. But this right here is the different eye shapes that you can choose. And we'll go over the different eye colors that I have. I have a lot of different shades of blue because I think blue and green look really nice. And now we'll go over the different nose shapes. You'll notice her nose changing. Now you'll notice that she has freckles. There's really no way to remove the freckles from her. You've got the mouth, different mouth shapes. I'll show you guys all those. And then, of course, the different makeups, and I'll show you guys all those. The makeup, changing that is roughly the same way, but for the eyeshadow, you only have one other option. So now I'll show you guys the different colors. You'll notice her eyeshadow changing. And then she's got eyeliner. You'll notice if you don't have Pirates and Nobles expansion, then this will be the only eyeliner that you have an option for. But with the Pirates and Nobles, you have a few other options. This one you can't see too well because of the way her hair is, so let me change her hairstyle so you can see it better. There we go. And you'll see it puts a little squiggly line there that I think looks really cool. And then you've got that one. And the different colors, some of them I have that I created. Then you've got the blush. which